Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another showcast for you today, taking a look at the Ultra Premier Cup, but we're also taking a look at a very interesting team. We have Feraligatr with Pyroar and Venusaur in the back. So Feraligatr and Pyroar, especially Pyroar, really, really spicy. So very interesting. I guess we'll take a look and see how this plays out. But nice team, first of all, and we'll see how it plays out. This matchup, I mean, you're doing resisted damage to the Poliwrath, so not the greatest matchup because that Poliwrath probably has Dynamic Punch, which is going to be hitting for neutral. But, I guess you probably basically stay in, right? You know, I agree with this with staying in because what can you really switch into? I mean, you don't really want to go into Pyroar, even though you're not taking anything super effective because they probably don't have Hydro Pump. So the Ice Punch is going to be neutral, but you're also dishing out resisted damage. So you basically want to stay in, and if you go into Venusaur, they'll switch out. But it looks like this matchup isn't actually that bad because you get a shield from the Poliwrath. So that's actually pretty good. Plus that you could have KO'd the Poliwrath. So I guess the matchup actually isn't that bad. I thought it would be a lot worse. But I guess not. Either way, Feraligatr is going to go down, but Venusaur is going to come in and farm down. Now, this is going to be an Ice Punch, which is going to be super effective. So we do see a shield from the Venusaur. And Venusaur is definitely going to look to farm down, as it does. So very nice. In comes Charizard. Okay, so I mean, obviously the Charizard isn't great to see, but it's a Dragon Breath variant. So you're taking neutral damage, right? You're not taking super effective damage from the Wing Attack or the Fire Spin. And that Venusaur recognized that that was too fast for Blast Burn, so they were actually able to call that. Very nice call by the Venusaur and the trainer. So we're going to go ahead and charge up extra energy, going for the bait now, hoping to pick up the final shield from the Charizard. And not able to get it. A little bit unfortunate. I can't get to another one. That was really unfortunate. In comes Pyroar. Out comes Gengar. So Pyroar doing a lot of damage. Pyroar's a normal type as well. So it's actually double resisting Shadow Claw. And it would have double resisted Shadow Punch as well. But didn't want to risk it. And this Pyroar's looking to farm down. If they have Shadow Ball, again, Pyroar is double resisting it. And they go for Shadow Punch. So they may have had Shadow Ball. Or they, I don't know, they I guess they didn't have Sludge Bomb, so that is incredible. So Pyroar actually able to wall Gengar and go for the Flame Charge to boost its attack and finish off that Charizard. That is amazing, man. That is amazing. Pyroar, let's go. Let's go. That normal type definitely coming in clutch. Obviously, if it was a Fire type instead of Gengar, it wouldn't have done as well, but, working pretty well this time. So Feraligatr into Machamp. Speaking of fire types, or not fire types, fighting types. Okay, I mean, Waterfall's just going to town. It's a powerful move. We do see an attack coming in, likely going to be a Crush Chop, but Feraligatr is going to opt to take it. So it is a Crush Chop. And we're going to see a Hydro Cannon. So I've actually used Feraligatr for fun in the Ultra League in the past. And it's actually a pretty good Pokemon. I mean, it can pick up shields. It does a lot of damage. Look how much damage it did to Machamp. Plus it took a shield. So it's actually a pretty good Pokemon. So Feraligatr does go down. But you can't bring in Pyroar, so you have to bring in Venusaur, which obviously is a good matchup for the Venusaur. So we're going to go ahead and take this. This is probably a Rock Slide. But Venusaur is going to be able... No, they go for the bait, okay. So we're going to go ahead and overfarm and then go for the Frenzy Plant. Overfarm a little bit. Not too much. Doesn't want to get too greedy. Going for the Frenzy Plant. Able to KO that Machamp. We'll have to see what's in the back. Going to be an Empoleon. Okay. This is a good matchup for the Venusaur. Obviously, Venusaur at this range, at this health range, does get KO'd by one Drill Peck. But Frenzy Plants are going to be doing a lot of damage. Can't really switch because the Waterfalls will be doing a lot. So Venusaur will go ahead and shield. But will we see an aggressive farm down? Can the Venusaur farm down? 2, 3, 4, 5. Barely able to farm down. You love to see it. That is incredible. In comes... Is that Kingdra? I think it's Kingdra. So we're going to see a Frenzy Plant. But this Venusaur has 2, doesn't it? And yeah, it does have 2. So we're going to be able to get off a Frenzy Plant. So even though Pyroar doesn't really have a great matchup because the Fire Fangs are going to be double resisted, it could get to this Dark Pulse. It can get to, I almost said Dragon Pulse, but it could get to the Dark Pulse. It does have to shield their Octazooka. If they get the debuff, this is going to be really unfortunate. They do get the debuff, so because of that debuff, this Dark Pulse might actually not KO now. It probably doesn't, to be honest. And it does not KO, but it doesn't matter because the Fire Fangs are going to be able to pick up the knockout. Crazy enough, Fire Fang double resisted, as well as being debuffed and still able to pick up the knockout on that Kingdra. That is incredible. Pyroar, that is incredible. Okay, let's go ahead and move into the next game. We'll see how the next game plays out. So obviously we have the Shiny Feraligatr into Gengar. Okay. It would have been nice if the Gengar was up against the Pyroar, of course, but look how much damage Waterfall is doing, right? It's doing a lot of damage. We do see a shield. This is probably a Shadow Punch. No, we're going to go straight Shadow Ball, but will the Feraligatr now farm down? It's not going to be able to. Oh, well, this is just a Shadow Punch. So it's going to take the Shadow Punch and farm down. But it does get pretty low, but it's still going to be able to farm down. Has quite a bit of energy now, so it can unleash either an Ice Beam or a Hydro Cannon, depending what comes in. Going to be a Grass type, so it's going to be that Ice Beam. If that Roserade doesn't shield, it's going down. No way it survives that. Okay, it does shield. And now switching into Venusaur. Okay, so that gets the switch. Oh man, Pyro's going to have a field day against both of those Pokemon. Hopefully they don't charge up a lot of energy. Going to go ahead and take this. Oh, but the Pyroar is also going to be weak to counter. So that's not great for the Pyroar, but the Fire Fangs are going to be able to probably pick up the knockout within a couple attacks. It just has to go for a couple Frenzy Plants. The good thing is, they're not going to be able to farm down with Escavalier because counter is resisted. And so they might charge up a little bit extra, we'll see. Okay, they're going to go for the attack right now. Yeah, just let it go. Let it go, and then bring in Pyroar to Fire Fang down. No, going to bring in this... Feraligatr. That's okay because they wanted to do a couple more waterfall damage attacks into that Pokemon, so the counter damage doesn't do a lot to Pyroar, right? Because they didn't get off a lot of counter attacks into Pyroar. So I actually totally understand that. But another attack coming in. Unfortunately, Pyroar was hit with Leaf Storm, which did do a lot of damage. But it's going to go ahead and opt to shield that now. And that was going to be a good game. So very well done. Pyroar able to finish off. So I understand, again, why they came into Feraligatr. They wanted to get off an extra waterfall or two, right, against that Escavalier. So the counter damage, they didn't do as many counters to the Pyroar. So that actually makes sense why they brought in Feraligatr. But either way, good game, right? That was a fantastic game. Okay, so... Okay, got an error message. That's fine. Going to go ahead and move into the next game. But currently 3-0 with this team. 3-0. When I saw that Escavalier last game, that was actually pretty good. Pretty good. But we'll see how the next couple of games play out. I don't know how this trainer does. I don't know if he goes 5-0. I don't know if he goes 3-2, 4-1. I have no idea. So it's going to be Feraligatr into Empoleon. Okay. So likely a bad match. This has got to be a bad match. That's what I said that one other time, and it was actually against Poliwrath, and it was actually not that bad of a matchup. So maybe this is not that bad. I mean, Empoleon is taking a lot of damage, right? It's already at 50% health, so it's taking a lot of damage from Feraligatr. But Drill Peck is coming out. Yeah, maybe this is not actually that bad of a matchup. I mean, Waterfalls are doing a lot. This Hydro Cannon is definitely going to threaten a shield, honestly, right? So I guess this is actually not that bad. You just look at it and you assume it's pretty bad. But, okay, an attack coming in. Feraligatr could win this if it shields, so it is going to go ahead and shield. And it's going to be able to take switch. Okay, cool. So in comes a grass type, going to be Meganium. Meganium's definitely going to farm down. Oh, can't even get to the Hydro Cannon to bluff the Ice Beam. But in comes Pyroar. So Earthquake will do a lot. Frenzy Plant will still do a lot, even though it's resisted. It's going to be Earthquake. That's really unfortunate. That almost KOs. This is going to be a tough one. I don't know if Venusaur can... No, Venusaur can't handle it. So, nice. There's no way. There's no way. I can't imagine. But he's going to stick it out. You know, let's see. Where there's a will, there's a way. So, Charizard will go ahead and shield. And yeah, unfortunately, not going to be able to win that one. But that's okay. That was still a really good game. Winning Switch would have been huge. Well, I mean, that Charizard would have been tough to deal with in the back later on anyway, no matter what happened. Okay, so up against Lapras right now. So let's see how this plays out. Obviously, both moves are resisted to both Pokemon, but Hydro Cannon and that Waterfall is just doing a lot of damage. They're powerful moves. Feraligatr has a good attack, right? So that Hydro Cannon definitely adding up. I mean, look at that. Look how much Lapras is taking. But if Lapras has Skull Bash or Dragon Pulse, it's going to be neutral. And it does have Skull Bash, so that's going to do a lot of damage. So Lapras, I believe, should definitely be able to win this one without having to throw a shield, but I guess we'll see. This Feraligatr will go for the Hydro Cannon at least, so it does get the Lapras pretty low. Lapras does go for the Surf. Feraligatr is not going to shield, just going to let it go down and maybe farm down with Venusaur. Because we know that they don't have Ice Beam, right? And this should not be a Skull Bash, so just likely going to be a Surf, going to go ahead and take it. It is a Surf. And Venusaur is going to go ahead and get a lot of energy by farming that Lapras all the way down. That is beautiful. In comes Gallade. Okay, so the thing about Gallade is it does super effective damage with Confusion, so generally Gallade is a good matchup, but this Frenzy Plant is no joke, and this Venusaur has 2. So the Frenzy Plant's going to do a lot of damage. It may even threaten 2 shields. No, only going to take 1 shield, but that's okay. Venusaur goes down, but in comes Pyroar. Can Pyroar handle both Pokemon? We'll have to see. Going to go ahead and shield this one as well. Going to be a close combat. Nice shield. Oh, it's going to be a Venusaur. It can handle it. Pyroar's definitely going to get this. No doubt about it. Oh my gosh, going to be able to go for Flame Charge. Now, you know they're going to shield, but the reason you go for Flame Charge is because it's going to boost the Fire Fang attacks. So, there's no reason not to go for it. So, Pyroar is going to go ahead and shield this one up. Going to be a Frenzy Plant. Nice bait by the opponent, but it's going to go ahead and go down. And now the Fire Fang is going to pick up the knockout on Gallade. That is amazing, man. Pyroar definitely coming in clutch throughout the whole video, throughout the whole battles. I really enjoyed this. Going 4-1 with a very unique team. Thank you so much for sharing these battles with us. I really do appreciate it, my friend. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.